It is intermission time now, and our guest tonight is one of the soloists of this production of La Boheme, the noted Metropolitan Opera star and world-renowned soprano, Madame Licia Albanese. Madame Albanese, welcome to our NBC microphones. It's especially fitting to have you here tonight as we listen to your glorious Mimi in La Boheme. You told me before we went on the air that one of your greatest ambitions had been to sing with Maestro Toscanini, that finally your great moment arrived. That must have been an exciting experience.
The great moment came one day suddenly. My husband called me on the phone and said, "You know the great news and your great dream is coming true." I said, "What?" He said, "Maestro called up and want you for the 5th anniversary of...
The 50th anniversary,
5th anniversary of
Boheme?
So I saw him, and it was early, it was very early. I came here maybe 2 hours before.
In the morning?
Yes, in the morning. He wanted to see me around 2 o'clock, and yes. I came and so at 12 o'clock I was here.
Yes.
So and then I couldn't go in this dressing room because it was early, but I was waiting and walking on the big room, reception room upstairs.
Yes, 8th floor.
And then suddenly I see Maestro go through, and you can imagine, really, my heart was beating so strong and so boom, 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 boom. I think Maestro heard this boom, boom. Then Mr. Chastinov called me and said, "Maestro's ready to talk with you." So, and then I went in and he talked to me so nicely. "Sit down, Miss Albanese, and so nice to see you." And I said, "Maestro, I'm so happy if this is going to be true. And I'm going to sing Boheme with you, and this really is something I was praying for." So and then we were talking more or less where I sang, and so and then he said, "What you do now?" I said, "I'm going to California to sing in the season there. It's the opera season in San Francisco with the Maestro Merola." So he said, "Well, when you come, we start to rehearsal, to prepare." And then I said to him, "Well, that means you want me. I thought you want just to talk and send me word. So this is really, I'm going to sing with you." So in the meantime, he said, "Well, you're here. Let's go over the part of Mimi." I said, "Fine, good."
Right there?
Right there. So and then I was so happy we went through the entire part.
He sat right down?
Right down.
And of course...
We were together, just alone. And I was so pleased, and believe me, I was not nervous anymore.
So when you came back from the coast, then you got into the actual rehearsals?
Yes. First, he took me and went through the part for 2-3 days.
The whole score?
Yes. Just my part,
just your part, yes.
Mimi part.
Mimi, yes.
After that, I think he had a rehearsal with Jean-Pierre.
Yes, singing
alone. And then he put me and Jean-Pierre together to do duet and our solos. I used to go every day at his rehearsal. And he used to tell me, "Licia, it's not necessary you come every day, because I'm not going through your part." So I said to him, "Maestro, you don't mind if I'm staying here, because when I'm assisting your rehearsal, that means it's a lesson to me."
When you attend while the others
attend others.
I understand.
He was telling me to stay home, but I said to him, "No, because every time I see and I listen what you're doing, and that is a lesson to me."
And he rehearsed all of the principals individually. And then in duet, and then finally in the quartet.
And then finally in quartets, yes. All together, and then the company with the chorus.
Oh.
I think this was a great rehearsing way.
Now, when you were working with Maestro, you had sung Mimi many times. What were some of the things you felt, the new insights, the new points of view? Do you recall?
Well, I recall he used to give me more time for expression, for emotion. He used to say, "You have to put expression on the words, to pronounce very clear, very expressive, and with a lot of emotion, and not to ruin the voice, not to ruin the bel canto, the beauty of this,"
yes.
Which really was a great lesson.
I notice you say that Maestro gave equal importance to the libretto, to the book, to the words.
Yes, he said the words are more important than anything. This expression on the words moves the public.
Did you get a new, different understanding of Mimi as a girl?
Well, as a girl, yes. I think this Mimi that I do now after I sang with Maestro Toscanini is more delicate, is more elegant.
Similarly, you in the Traviata, Maestro rehearsed first individually and then all together?
The same routine. Again, such a great pleasure to come in here and to see Maestro and to be alive again. I want to tell you, Maestro Toscanini was a great human man. He had a lot of great heart. The way he was conducting, you can see the man had a good inside. The heart is beautiful, his heart. He wanted from everybody the best.
Maestro used to say, give that extra drop of blood.
Yes, that's true.
How do you say that in Italian?
Date l'ultima stilla del vostro sangue. È vero, sì.
Yes.
Quando si fa quello, allora c'è arte. There is a
that-
big art when you do this. There is a big art comes out.
Art and heart.
And heart.
Licia,
And emotion. That's what Maestro wanted. He wanted beauty in every word. He wanted beauty in the phrase. He wanted beauty in violin. He wanted beauty in the piccolo, in cello, in every instrument. He wanted humanity, this human beauty, and warm. This is the bel canto. Bel canto in every, not only in the voice, in every instrument.
isn't it fascinating that you mention this Licia as a great singer? What he used to say to the men, the instrumentalists, not the vocalist.
He used to say, canta, canta, sing. That is true. This was great music. He left really a very good school to go over and over and to listen to his records. I listen to his records, just the symphonies.
To these days you listen to
These
his
days,
records.
sure, I have so many home. And I still learn how to sing. The legato, bel canto, and beauty. And I cry. I think they should learn on those beautiful records he left.
You have memories of Maestro in rehearsal and on the podium. You also have memories of him at his home.
Yes. But his home, when I went there, still again, with my heart, boom, boom, boom.
in Riverdale.
To see him and to see him in his house.
Yes.
He used to talk about the opera we did, Traviata, Bohème, and they said, this passaggio, these things in Traviata wasn't too good when we did on the air. I said, Maestro, why you say that? Say, I was not pleased, and he was a little upset about that. But this is past now, and I thought it was beautiful. He said, no, do you want to hear? He sat at the piano, and he played it, and said this was the right tempo. So he was criticized himself. Which people think he never criticized himself. He did, and many times. He always was working with his conducting. He never finished. He said, we never finish to create. We never finish. And he said to me, I'm never pleased what I do.
What do you feel, Licia Albanese, with this intimate musical contact with the man and with the conductor? How would you say was the special, different thing that he had? What was the central quality of Maestro as you think back now?
Well, I had to tell you, he was a great man. Human. Soft. Emotion. You could find in him everything. He had a great humanity.
This is Toscanini the man, and now Toscanini in music. What did he mean to you? What does he mean to you?
Toscanini in music. I told you. He was the greatest.
Thank you, Madame Albanese.